let's chat about Taylor Swift. I've been trying to figure out how I want to organize this video. And I think this is how we're going to do it. Because I've had a couple people ask me, so how is England? How is England? How is England? And so I just thought I would just jump on and tell you. And I'm going to end up whacking myself because I braided my hair and I'm going to end up whacking myself in the head. It's okay. So if you didn't know, I did post a video where I think I did it. Actually, it'll be 2 weeks ago. When you watch this, it'll have been 2 weeks ago, where I was formatting book 2 to get it all done so I could take it with me to England so I could read it on the plane, which obviously I did not read that much. I'm like, we're there. We're not very far. But it's a lot of editing, so I'm okay with it. And then I went to England for 10 days. This actually came in the mail Saturday, and then I left on Tuesday. So I was pretty pleased by that turnaround from KDP. I appreciated that a lot. So I think the way that I'm going to format this video is obviously I'm going to start off chatting with you for a little bit, and then I'm just going to be like, here's my footage, and I'm going to try and condense it down to under 5 minutes. And so I'll put the time markers. I think I can do that. If I can't do it here, I'll have to check in the comments and do it. That way, if you're like, I want to know, but I don't actually want to sit here through 5 minutes of stuff, then you can just jump ahead. But I'm going to do that. So, here's why England. So number one, I've been a Swiftie for basically ever. Teardrops on my guitar, Tim McGraw, like since debut. Like she and I are the same age, and so what she was singing about going through, I was going through a lot of it at the same time, obviously minus being the like pop star princess part. I don't know that it's fair to call her a pop star princess. Well, now it's fine, but anyway, in those early days, country star princess, whatever. And listened to her all through high school. Big fan. I have always been a big fan of words, obviously, right? And so my musical tastes reflect that. I really enjoy songs that tell stories. And so that's one of the reasons I've always liked Taylor Swift, is she's always been a storyteller. Even in songs that get a lot of hate, like Shake It Off, like she's still telling a story of her experiences of people telling her what she should be doing. She's not doing enough of this. She's doing too much of that. And she's like, I'm just going to shake it off because they're all going to do whatever they're going to do. And I'm just going to keep playing this music in my head. Anyway, so I enjoy all of her. She does a lot of storytelling, which I enjoy. Fast forward to last year, my cousin and I got tickets to go see the Eras Tour in Denver, Colorado, right around the same time in 2022, the Eras Tour was announced. We're in 2024, yeah. So in 22, the Eras Tour was announced. Everybody was super excited. And my best friend's husband is in the Air Force, U.S. Air Force, and they got orders to move to England. And my friend was a little bit super excited about England, but kind of devastated because Taylor Swift at the time had no announcements to be going to England. And so my cousin and I, she's in Utah, I'm in Idaho. We're like, okay, we'll just, the way that it worked is it was like it's like a tag. It's like a lottery, right? You put in your information, and if you get drawn, then you get sent a special code, and then when the tickets go live, you use your code and you can get into the Ticketmaster, that huge drama from 2 years ago. Anyway, we were able to get tickets for Denver, Colorado. The show, it was in June of last year. It was in July of last year. And so I drove down to my husband drove me down to Utah, dropped me off, and came home with the kids. And then we drove up to Colorado for literally 2 days. We drove up that day, went to the concert the next day, and then drove home the next day. So we were home. Our show was on Friday night. So we drove up Thursday, partied Friday, drove home Saturday. So we were home Sunday because we both had stuff going on that we needed to be home for Sunday. I think I had church stuff. We both had church stuff. And my brother-in-law was getting set apart in the bishopric. And then her nephew, I think, was giving his mission farewell. Anyway. So we went party with Taylor Swift. I was awesome. A couple months prior to that, Taylor Swift announced, so 2023, Taylor Swift announces her Europe tour, right? And England's on the map. Now it's obviously, right? Duh. Well, my friend who's in England, Emma, yes, Emma, calls me up and is like, so would you be willing to come to England and go to Taylor Swift with me? Because her husband's not a huge fan. He would go. He would absolutely go and support her and love her and be there with her the whole time. And she's like, hey, you want to do this? I was like, oh, you want me to fly all the way to England to hang out with my best friend and go to Taylor Swift concert? It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Duh, of course I want to go. Yes. So we're like, cool, let's try and get tickets. And she was super worried about not being able to get tickets. I'm like, listen, there are people in every single show in the US so far. There have been people that have not been able to get tickets that have just been hanging out in the parking lot and just listening and partying right there and just dancing or whatever. And when I say partying, I don't mean partying in the way the world means partying. I mean being dressed up like a giant cat with paws on my hands and dancing. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Anyway, and we signed up for, I think, Liverpool, London, Cardiff, and Edinburgh, I think, are the ones that we signed. Basically, any ones that we could sign up for, we did sign up for. And the day of Colorado show, so Friday, right? We're in Colorado. Everybody's getting ready. I'm dressed like a giant cat. You'll see what I mean at the end of the video, of the end of the 5 minutes. We're all getting dressed up, and I get an email saying I got an entry to be able to purchase tickets at the Cardiff show in Wales. And Emma calls me and she's like, maybe I called her, I don't remember. Anyway, one of us called each other and she's like, I didn't get any. I didn't get any of them. And I was like, I got Cardiff. And she's like, what? So fast forward to a couple weeks later, whenever it was that we were actually able to purchase the tickets, we were able to get in. It was drama. We were trying to just get seats. I'm like, I don't, Taylor Swift was this big when I saw her in Denver. And I was like, it'd be nice to have her a little more people sized, but also it's going to be fun either way. But the only tickets that would go into our checkout were the Ready For It package. And so we got those and we were standing room only, and she was 20 feet away from us, completely 5'11" sized person, which was amazing. So that's some of the footage that you'll be seeing. There's a little bit of us being goofy and here's some English countryside and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. We went to Cornwall and surfed because I haven't surfed in years. Turns out, if you don't surf in 13 years and you have 4 babies, your performance will be greatly affected by that. Surfing is not like riding a bicycle. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It isn't. Anyway, we had a ton of fun. So here's the footage. I may or may not add something to the end. I haven't decided yet. Yeah. Look how pretty the sun looks like through that, though. I'm gonna take a picture of that. was not joking when I said I went with whiskers and paws. They're gone. They're gone now. My kids were actually really mad at me when I got home, and I still had paws. They're like, every morning for like a week, Scott, my youngest, would be like, Mom, are your paws gone? Like, yep, they're gone, buddy. They're finally gone. Which they should be. That was like a month ago. People had kind of two levels of reacting when they would see me. It was, oh my gosh, that chick's a giant cat. Oh, well, okay, three. Number one was, oh my gosh, that chick's a giant cat. Number two was, for the people who got it, it was, oh, Karma is a cat, that's cute. And they'd be like, hey, I like your thing. And then I would go, thanks. And they see the paws, and it was always, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, thank you. But it was a ton of fun. We stayed up way too late, didn't sleep enough, watched all of the Twilight movies because that's what you do, and ate a ton of sweets. And my feet hurt real bad because we walked around a whole bunch. Our surfing in Newquay. I did not get footage of us drowning, but rest assured, we did a lot of drowning. All in all, if you ever have the opportunity to go see Taylor Swift with your best friend in England, take her up on that, especially if you're actually seeing Taylor Swift in Wales. All in all, 10 out of 10.